going down, the passion on how well the products do, and of course the opportunity altogether, in my opinion, it gives us a very, very robust and well-rounded opportunity to offer to people. So today what I wanted to share was really around putting together your lifestyle worksheet, your math worksheet, right? And this is a very quick thing. It's something that you can do, of course, after this call. You put a little bit more time into it, but I want to give you the framework for it. And the reason, what made me come up with this is, as a builder, as a network marketer, as someone who promotes, I will have to admit the opportunity probably 98% of the time. I'm coming across people where I'm always asking them how much money would they like to make. And, you know, yes, there are people that I speak to that an extra $500 is viable for them. But many of the people that I come into contact with are, you know, shooting for 5 figures, right? And that $10,000 a month is a constant theme that I hear. And when I ask people, well, how would that make your life different? Or how would your life be better with the 10,000? People say things like, oh, I'll be able to pay off the bills. I'll be able to do all of the current things, right? That's like in the present. But when I say, okay, but great, let's say all that's done, then what? Right? And then it's a blank stare. It's a deer in headlights. People have not really thought about life after bills, life after debt, life after the struggle, right? Life after you go ahead and tie a bow on this challenge right now and you move on and elevate yourself to something else. And so what I really wanted to do was help put everybody at least in a forward motion thinking where you're saying, okay, yeah, I want $10,000 a month. All right, I want 20,000, 30,000, whatever that may be. But then what would I do with it? What would I do with it after all of the bills are paid? Because the assumption is that, yeah, you want to set yourself free, but you're going to live after that. So there are a couple of categories that I want you to think about. I actually have 8 categories. You may have more, you may have less. But I want you to think about, number 1, the home that you want. Okay. And what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to limit yourself. I want you to obviously think about the home that you really want. Okay. Regardless of what somebody else says you want or you shouldn't want or need or don't need. If you want a tiny home, then say that you want a tiny home. If you want $1 million home, say that you want $1 million home. It's what your heart desires, because when you follow what your heart desires, you'll actually put your own self into momentum. Okay. It's, you restrict yourself because you're taking on somebody else's perspective of how you should live your life. So think about the home that you want, but not only that, I want you to consider, what is the monthly payment on that, right? What is the monthly payment on the home that you want? If you don't know, go to Zillow. Just go to Zillow, look for a familiar home or something similar, right, that you would like to have, and write down the monthly payment for that home. Okay, great. Category number 1. Category number 2. People want cars. Okay, great. What kind of car do you want? This is after bills now. Okay, we are post bills. The assumption is that the bills are paid. Post bills, everybody. Okay, so don't write down, oh, I got to pay $10,000 credit card debt. That's done. You've done that. Okay, the car that you want. What kind of car do you want? What is the monthly payment? What is the down payment? Same thing with the house, down payment even. What is it that it costs to put it down, the money to put it down, or if you're going to pay cash or whatever your methodology is going to be, from a monthly perspective, what is that dream car costing you? All right. And write down the monthly payment. Go to CarMax, go to Car Gurus, go to someplace and just look at the cars that you want and just pick one that you love and come up with the car payment. All right. Write that down. And then I want you to start adding these things up. Add the monthly payments up, okay? Third thing, food. Food, this is a big deal. And this is why LiveGood is so amazing, because when you don't have the money that you want or need, you settle for unhealthy food. They deliberately make unhealthy food cheap and highly available, and they make the high quality foods sparingly, or you can't find them, or the costs are so high, or to eat out, it's more of a problem, an expense, or to cook at home, getting all the ingredients, knowing how to cook it better, right? The learning curve around some of that, paying for a chef or whatever. Listen, the food, you have to elevate your energy and your vibration, and the food that you put in is going to be a part of how you resonate out here in the world, and the kind of people that you attract, and the kind of wealth that you attract to yourself, right? So think about the food. Is it vegan? Is it vegetarian? Is it meat? Is it not meat? Whatever it is, think about how many times a month you want to eat, and don't make this a big, huge thing. Just think, okay, maybe $200 a month, $300 a month, right? Just give it a really quick gauge. I don't want this to be an hour-long exercise. And then how much you would pay for groceries. Like me, I cook, but I'm really working towards having the chef come in. I do meal preps, but I even hate that. I don't even want to prep it, or I don't want to do any of that. I just want the chef to do it, okay? Because I just want to eat it, all right? I want my son to come home from school and eat and not have all this other stuff. So food, what is that monthly? Next, fourth category, travel and vacations, right? Let's just say you took a vacation every 4 months, right? Or every 3 months, once a quarter, something like that. All right, how much would you spend on that, right? That would not be a monthly expense. You could break it down monthly, right? But if you just did, let's say, $5,000 per vacation and you did 3 vacations a year, okay, then monthly is about $1,250 you would allot for that, right? So write down your fun, your vacations, you're doing things with your family and things of that sort. Fifth thing would be your health and your fitness, right? So do you have a trainer? Do you have a monthly gym membership? Are you going, like where I live in my building, we have a gym downstairs. I don't have to pay for a membership. So I do my LiveGood stuff in the house and I go to the gym downstairs. It's already a part of what I have to pay for to live in this building, right? Part of the extra little stuff. So how much do you pay for that? Is it $200 a month? Is it $1,000 a month? Whatever it is, write that down. The sixth category for me, right, would be luxury purchases. Because some of you guys, you have to have, I've had really nice stuff, right? I've had diamonds and jewels and this, and I'm not that pressed about it anymore. But if you are, and you just gotta have that Rolex, write that down. I want the Rolex. Or if you just really want that Louis Vuitton luggage to travel, right? Go ahead, write the luggage down. How much does it cost you to have the luggage? You're not buying luggage every month, okay? So that is more of a expense that you can add up for the whole year, but write that down, okay? And then the last thing, almost last thing for me is my son's school. My son is in private school, right? I love his school. He plays baseball. That costs money, right? His education is the most important thing. So I have always made an allotment that my son's school has to be, it's part of my life, right? It's just right there. It's not just bills, right? It's my son's school is high up that ladder. And so write down education for children or your grandchildren or yourself or whatever it is, okay? And then the last thing is your saving and your investing, all right? How much you're gonna put towards savings or how much you're gonna put towards your investing so that you can put your money to work for you. You're doing all of this work with LiveGood now, but the goal would be to take some of it and put it to work for you. So how much is that? What would that look like on a monthly basis? Add all those things up. Add all those things up. And guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I made a lot of money in network marketing, but I actually redid this worksheet just yesterday. And I added everything up. And in real life, everything I want is only $30,000 a month. Only $30,000 a month. And that's $360 a year. Do you guys know that many people are like, oh, I want to make $100 grand a month. Oh, I want to make $1 million a year. Oh, and that's fine, right? I'm one of those people. I want to get back to those levels too. But that's not what you need right now. You don't need $100 grand a month right now. Maybe you only need 10 or 20, or for me, 30 to live the absolute dream life that you want right now. That includes everything. The bills are paid, the vacations are done, the school is paid for, the health, the wealth, the house, the cars, everything is done for $30,000 a month. And if you just sit down and you look at what you really need, you can approach your business from a perspective and say, hey, listen, now I believe that when I get to diamond, it's going to change my life. You can really believe that because you look at what you want and you realize diamond actually is contributory to that. And you can see it and you can start to grasp it and you can start to move more confidently towards it because you have a goal. You have it laid out, and it says, if you write it down, make it plain so that he who sees can run with it. And that is pretty much the method that I wanted to share with everybody today. So not so much marketing, but a little bit of structuring and planning, just putting some numbers down quickly, and hopefully that can help you run towards your goals, see what you need, and achieve them even more fervently. So back over to you, Ben.
Here's what I wonder is, why are we overcomplicating a conversation to share a $10 membership that adds so much value? I think we come into this because this is such a new model that we haven't seen before. And if you have experience in this industry, you're like, there has to be something else. Y'all, there's nothing else. It's a $10 a month membership. We have got to start opening our mouths. But you know what? Let me dial in and help you focus as to why you would even want to open your mouth. Some of us haven't started sharing LiveGood, right? And it's not really the how to share LiveGood, it's the why are you sharing LiveGood. And I am going to share with you my personal fight song and what Tori Cuevas is fighting for today, tomorrow, and every day. And maybe this will give you some inspiration to write your own fight song. So if you're taking notes, which I hope that you are, I'm going to start with F in fight. All right. And what my F represents is my family, as what they should be your first priority, that why you were going to build a LiveGood business. All right. And my family, I have twins. They just turned 13 yesterday. Happy birthday, Tanner and Tatum. Shout out to them. But the reality is we have had to go through a season of struggle, and they have lived the highest of highs. And now they have been in the season of struggle alongside Jason and I. And if I can do anything, I am going to fight harder every single day to be able to capture my yes back for their needs. So maybe start defining what it is that you're fighting for your family. The I for myself is impact. How much of an impact do you want to make? And LiveGood gives us the opportunity to make an impact worldwide. If you were listening to the stories of what LiveGood is doing, even from a nutritional standpoint, giving the world the opportunity to put quality nutritional products into their bodies at a fraction of the cost that they can get anywhere else, do you understand that we are going to change lives globally? And if that doesn't make an impact, if that doesn't fire you up, I don't know what does. G in fight. For me, that's personal growth. Okay. What type of personal growth are you focused on? All right. What books are you reading? What podcasts are you listening to? What leaders are you looking up to? This is always, you have to have a growth mindset in order to achieve the success that you desire. We have never arrived. I don't care how successful you ever become. You should always want to become more. You should always want to expand your vision, expand your thinking. All right. Stop listening to your broke Aunt Sally. Okay. And don't let broke Aunt Sally keep you from pursuing this opportunity. All right. So what type of growth are you doing daily? And this isn't just a one-time thing. This is a lifelong journey of improvement. All right. And my H in my fight song is for my husband. And I don't know what you can define what your H is, but for me, it's for my husband. And, you know, we have had success in this industry, and we worked together all day, every day. And sometimes husbands and wives can't do that. For Jason and I, it's what we desire. We love being together 24 hours a day. And right now, that's not the circumstance for us. So I am going to fight all day, every day, so that my husband and I get back the time that we desire so we can work together side by side. So my H is for my husband. And the last letter is T. And for me, maybe for you, maybe that's time. I know a lot of people fight for time, and you know, I'm fighting for that too. But personally, the T means Tori. I am fighting for myself. I am fighting for myself to be a better mother. I'm fighting for myself to be a better wife. I'm fighting for myself to be a better leader. All right. And thank you, LiveGood, for allowing me the opportunity to lead out of love. Okay. Because I don't have to depend on the team's sales that's going to pad my pocketbook. I don't have to go out there and force you to go buy, and sell, and hurting your pocketbook for my own profit. This opportunity has changed the game and the way that I can lead people. LiveGood is all about loving and leading people for those who want the opportunity. But the value that we are adding worldwide, to be able to shop for products that all of us need to be taking. I love that you don't go to Costco to make money. You go to Costco to save money. We are helping families across the world save money. But today, hopefully my message makes an imprint on your life, and that you can start defining your own fight song. And maybe just then, when you have a strong enough why, the how will become so easy for you to start sharing with people the value that we are adding. A $10 monthly membership will change everything. Thank you so much, guys. Back to you, Ben.